The Galactic Survival Academy floated in the void between stars, a massive station where the galaxy's finest warriors trained for the impossible. Commander Zixthar, a four-armed Velcrin with scales that shimmered like oil on water, stood before the mixed species class with barely concealed frustration. Again, he growled, his translator rendering his clicks into standard galactic. The humans survive. No explanation, no logical reason, just survival. Maya exchanged a glance with Ryan across the training room. They were the only two humans in a class of 40 cadets, representing species from across known space. The Croventhi, massive bear-like creatures, had laughed when the humans first arrived, their fragile frames seeming ill-suited for survival training. The crystalline shards had calculated their probability of completion at less than 3%. That was 6 months ago. "Instructor?" chittered Kaleth, a mantis-like Vryn whose compound eyes glittered with genuine curiosity. The humans completed the frozen hell scenario in half the projected time. The mathematical improbability suggests hidden evolutionary advantages we have not detected. Zixthar's mandibles clicked in what might have been agreement. "Explain, humans. What gives your species this resilience?" Ryan scratched the back of his head, uncomfortable with the attention. "We just did what needed doing, sir." "Unacceptable," the instructor snapped. "The Croventhi have redundant organs. The shards can repair themselves. The Vryn have predictive neural clusters. You have nothing exceptional, yet you excel where superior species fail. Explain." Maya stepped forward, her small frame somehow commanding attention despite being dwarfed by nearly every other cadet. "Permission to speak freely, sir?" "Granted. We don't think about it," she said simply. "Survival isn't something we analyze. It's something we do." The instructor's translator made a sound that suggested profound confusion. "Elaborate." Ryan joined Maya at the front. "Back on Earth, our ancestors survived ice ages, plagues, predators that could tear us apart. We weren't the strongest or fastest. We just kept going. We adapted. We endured." "But you must have strategies," insisted Velcora, a Croventhi whose fur bore the scars of a dozen training exercises. "Battle doctrines. Survival protocols, we do," Maya admitted. "But there's something else. Something we don't really talk about." "What?" Zixthar leaned forward, all four arms folding across his chest. Maya and Ryan looked at each other again, sharing an unspoken conversation. Finally, Ryan shrugged. "Superstition." The translator fell silent for a moment as if struggling with the concept. "We call it not tempting luck," Maya continued. "When things are going well, you don't brag about it. You don't celebrate before it's over. You keep your head down and keep moving because the moment you get cocky, the universe tends to remind you that you're not invincible." Kaleth's antennae twitched rapidly. "This is not logical. Luck is a statistical construct. The universe does not respond to verbal declarations." "Maybe not," Ryan said with a slight smile. "But every human knows someone who bragged about their winning streak right before everything went wrong. Every soldier knows you don't say it's quiet during a mission because the moment you do, all hell breaks loose." "You believe the universe is listening?" Velcora's growl held disbelief. "We believe in Murphy's Law," Maya said. "Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, so we prepare for it. We don't assume we're safe. We don't assume we've won. We just keep going until we're absolutely certain it's over." Zixthar's scales rippled in thought. "So your survival advantage is pessimism?" "Not pessimism," Ryan corrected. "Caution, humility. We know we're fragile. We know the universe doesn't care about us, so we don't give it extra reasons to prove that point." "The psychological impact of this belief system would be significant," Kaleth observed, his computational mind working through the implications. "It would create constant vigilance, reduced complacency, enhanced threat assessment protocols. It also means we celebrate harder when we actually make it," Maya added. "But not before. Never before." The instructor was silent for a long moment, his alien mind trying to wrap around this distinctly human paradox. Finally, he spoke. "Next week we run the Ashworld scenario. Survival rate for first attempts 11%. Do you humans have predictions for your performance?" Maya opened her mouth, then caught herself. She smiled slightly. "We'll do our best, sir. That's all anyone can do." "You believe you will succeed?" pressed Zixthar. "We hope we will succeed," Ryan said carefully, "but we're not going to say it's in the bag." Because the moment we do, Murphy's Law, several alien voices chorused, the concept beginning to take root. As the class dispersed for physical training, Falcora approached the two humans, her massive form blocking out the overhead lights. This superstition of yours, does it truly work? Maya considered the question. Statistically? Probably makes no difference. But psychologically? It keeps us sharp. Keeps us from getting sloppy. Maybe that's what really matters. Then I will try this human method, the Croventhi decided. I will not declare my inevitable victory in advance. Ryan grinned. That's the spirit, probably. As they headed to the training grounds, Kaleth's voice crackled over their communicators. I have been researching human superstitions. I have questions about knocking on wood and not walking under ladders. Oh no, Maya muttered. What have we started? We're teaching aliens to be paranoid, Ryan replied. This is either going to work brilliantly or backfire spectacularly. Let's hope for the first one, Maya said, then caught herself. Wait, too late, Ryan laughed. You tempted it. Now we're definitely doomed, but they weren't. They never were, because humans, more than any species in the galaxy, understood that survival wasn't about being the strongest or the smartest. It was about being careful, staying humble, and never ever assuming you'd already won. The universe was watching, after all. And humans had learned long ago not to give it ideas,